Okay, I think this is going to be my last video for this week, right? Let's see, who knows? So let's talk about something that a lot of people experience and they aren't exactly clear as to what is happening with them. I was talking to the young lady, and she was talking about sometimes she is dreaming, and in the dream, there's something, a spirit that attacks her, and it prevents her from being able to wake up, prevents her from being able to move, and things like that. Now, raise your hand if you've ever had that happen, right? Because there are spirits that are not exactly for you for various reasons, and they attack you in your subconscious state. I have literally woken up with bruises and stuff from fights and things that I've had with the spirits that were not on my side. Um, and I immediately asked the woman, what do you do when that happens? How do you wake up? Because this is what people don't know. There's a key, a something within you that you believe in that will come and help rescue you. And she told me what she says. And this is something that can be akin to a religion. So if you have say if you're a Christian and you believe in Jesus, you might be under attack and you might call out Jesus. And calling out Jesus might be what allows the spirits to leave you alone, because that's a higher power that those particular spirits recognize are protecting you, right? The key is protection. So this particular person does not believe in Jesus, but she has a different belief. And at that particular moment, when that's happening, she says that other thing that she believes in, right? So let's just, for the sake of saying that she says Dr. Freisen, right? Whatever it is, whatever your belief is that you feel is the strongest thing to protect you, if you say that or call on that in that moment, that normally will help you get out of that situation where you're being attacked, because those entities recognize you have now called on a higher spirit to defend you. And oftentimes, at least with the people I've worked with, that is when the spirits leave. Now, there's something else that sometimes happens. You might find that your mouth is covered and they're preventing you from saying that spirit. What do you do then? If you stop in the moment, you can still think it in your subconscious state. When they're holding you down, when you're struggling, you can think, whatever your term is, it's like, whatever that superpower is. I have gravitated towards the higher consciousness of myself, and I understand that they cannot defeat me. And all of a sudden, recently I defeated a spirit that had been dealing with my family for years, like dealing with my grandmother. That's how long this spirit has been attacking my family. And I defeated this spirit for the first time in 2023. So, so what you have to do is make sure when you are in that moment to bring yourself back to a state of, I need help. Who can help me? What can help me? Let me call on my help, right? Now, the other thing I tell people is before you go to sleep, I say do a prayer or this is why I say words or spells. Cast a spell around yourself. So that some people pray the Lord's Prayer, Psalms 23. Some people say I put a hedge of protection around myself and my family. Some people say I put some circle of whatever they believe in, because I have people who believe a lot of different things. And really, I don't really care what you believe, because spirits don't care what you believe. They are attacking you in your belief, right? People who have different beliefs still have the same spiritual fights. And a lot of people don't realize that. It's like, it's not even about Jesus, Buddha, Yahweh, any of those names, Allah, any of those names. The spiritual fight, the spiritual battle is still there, regardless of which one you believe in or don't believe in, right? So you can, some people would take and wear like garland. Some people would take and do crystals and put crystals under their bed or crystals by their dresser. But they have a way of finding something that they feel is protected. They might have a certain necklace they wear so that that can protect them. And when they're dreaming, they try to bring themselves back to grabbing the necklace as their way of escaping. You have to have something, because if not, these spirits are going to torment you. And then I say you got to do the work to figure out why the spirits are tormenting you or tormenting your family, or in order to make it stop on a permanent basis. But that's a whole nother story, right? So if normally people who are not gifted do not have these problems. It is those who are gifted, those who have a higher consciousness, who are capable of seeing the spirits, which brings me to another question. You know, people say, I want to be able to see spirits so I can work with the good spirits. Remember, if you can see spirits, they can see you. And that you open yourself up to the portal of those who are working for you and those who are working against you. So you have to understand that you can't pick and choose. This isn't like, ooh, I'm just going to be good and I'm going to go see Peter. No. You're going to see Paul and Saul, right? You're going to see the other things too that you don't necessarily want to see. So when you go down this journey of wanting to see spirits and wanting to interact with them, you have to be careful, because these are things that come with it, right? So if you're not ready for that, maybe you want to start with just wanting to be able to have them move something in the room, or maybe not, right? I had an individual say to me, somebody was coming to them and they felt like that person wanted to take them back to the other side. I said, you better tell them no, because you can have spirits can be coming to usher you into the other side. You might be like, no, no, you need to go somewhere else. Not today, right? So it's a lot that happens on the spiritual journey. I say take it one step at a time. Sometimes you ask for things that you really aren't ready for. Just know that it can be dangerous, and people have died in this walk, in this path, right? Dealing with spirits, because spirits can cause your death. And I know people don't believe that, but yeah, they can. And a lot of us do, but those who are not on that path think it's like impossible. But no, it's very possible. Okay? You often hear in the hospital, someone's like, oh, these spirits are here to take me with them. Yeah. And they offering you the chance to go with them. When you say yes, you going. I say no, not today. No, not today. All right. So it's a lot when it comes to dealing with spirits and stuff, but don't be really afraid. Just be careful, and don't get into trying to deal with spirits just so you can be like, I'm gonna have the spirits do what I want them to do. They're gonna go bring me a bunch of money and bring me these, which is so incredibly asinine. But yes, there are people who get into things like that, and then they end up in the crazy house because the spirits will mess you up, right? When you try to use and abuse them. And that's my last thing, is that's also like, don't try. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to make another quick video about that one. All right. I'm going to make a video about that one.